All right, so I wrote down some notes of some things that are important for me to say on the podcast.
Okay.
And the one at the top of the list just says, jealous of craft people.
Like,
And I'm not entirely sure what that means.
was it like 4 a.m. and you just like woke up from a fever dream and was like, fucking craft people?
Probably.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I'm embarrassed.
Oh my god, it was the funniest article I've ever read in my entire life.
I watched a couple of compilation videos on YouTube. I've got it all figured out.
You're listening to the No Big Banana Podcast.
Welcome back to the No Big Banana Podcast. My name is Charles.
My name is Justin.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
So this is the crazy story that happened to me yesterday.
Okay.
Do you know the bridge from OP into Fleming?
Yes.
Okay, so on the other side of that bridge is like the Gate gas station, and then there's like a marina on either side.
Yes.
When you're coming into Fleming. Okay, so I'm coming
surprisingly know.
I'm coming up over the bridge, and I see that there is a tow truck that is pulling a garbage truck. Okay, so already,
like,
yeah. So already I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
So then, as I'm getting closer, I notice
just hands off the wheel, just like, what the fuck?
I notice there is smoke coming from said garbage truck.
Is it on fire?
And while I was trying to figure that out, I saw
somebody left like a magnifying glass in the garbage truck, so it's just been like cooking the garbage.
Yeah, like gentle criminal.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
exactly.
But as I'm like debating whether or not it's on fire, I see sparks emitting.
Oh.
And so I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? And so
somebody threw out a bag of AA batteries in there.
Bro, the wheel came off of the garbage truck.
Oh.
And I don't know if you've ever seen those videos on YouTube where there's wheels fly into the picture like tires, but I always looked at those videos and thought, that's so crazy that it's going that fast. It goes that fast because it's almost as if it's like cranked up like a rubber band.
Yeah.
And then when it's removed from the giant
it hasn't
piece
had
of
sex for
equipment
like 40
that
years, so it's just like bam,
and it just like osted forward across traffic and was headed towards the now I'm already past it, so I'm looking at this in my rearview
you're just
mirror.
like completely turned around in your chair. Like,
pretty much.
What's going on?
Pretty much. I was like, did that tire come off? And then I'm looking in my side
Charles
mirror.
just has like a cup of tea and he's like, interesting.
And then I look in my rearview mirror and I'm like, holy shit! And it's in the other lane, like heading up towards the other cars. And ultimately, I didn't see where it went. I pretty much just made sure there wasn't going to be a huge collision because there was like this whole new wave of cars coming over the crest of the bridge
awesome.
as the wheel was going.
Just
I was
dogpiling
like, what
on it.
is happening? That shit was fucking crazy.
That's weird.
I was just thinking about what the guy must have been thinking because like your boy's just trying to do his job. Like, fuck, man, I got to tow this garbage truck over here on a Saturday afternoon. This is bullshit. And then it's just like,
smell.
Oh my God.
It's probably on fire because someone threw AA batteries in there.
What is that smell? It looks in his rearview mirror and the wheel flies off.
That's awesome.
That's so fucking crazy.
Yeah, that sounds about right for Florida.
Yeah. Oh man, that was a 3-minute story.
That was good though. It also didn't help that
worth
like once you mention that is my quirk is just like derailing people.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I
great.
recognize it more now. No, I recognize when it happens. I still can't stop it, but I'm like, oh yeah, there it is again.
Well, that's the essence of the derailment quirk.
Yeah.
You see.
What do you add in Black Clover?
I have a lot of cool things to say about anime lately.
Okay. I'm so happy, man. The drought has finished. Like Moses through the desert, like the rain has come. We've split the sea. We've made it. We're back. I've got like a new anime every day now again.
I know all the ads on Crunchyroll are like, shit's starting to get real,
It's
folks.
back.
So Fire Force.
Yeah.
So good.
I'm super happy about
I'm
it.
so hooked in now. Like the
fifth pillar is
the
dope
fifth
as
pillar
fuck.
is the best. Like it's so cool too that it was like this idea of her knowing where fires start.
Yeah, just kind of having
as
like
this like underwater power. Like she hasn't like really been unlocked yet.
Yeah,
like it's just like this like
start to end. She was like, "What the fuck?" Oh god.
Yeah. Well, look at this. They're everywhere.
I also just can't wait to see the fight between Shinra and that dude that's just like was walking and blowing shit up as he was walking. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah,
shit.
that's gonna be super dope. And then I started a new one.
Oh.
So we're both watching The God of High School.
Yes. Which is so fun.
Any otakus out there.
If you have not seen God of High School, bro,
the God of High School
it's like a
is cool
2020
as fuck.
edition version of Samurai Champloo. It's gorgeous.
It's really cool. And then another one that I
Triple
started.
kick to the face. I was like, oh, they were all to the face.
Yeah. Another one that I started is Monster Girl Doctor.
Oh yeah, I saw like clips for it. Is it fun?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, he's just so like I guess the lore is like generations ago humans and monsters like fought and hated each other, and there was a grand war, and then like it got to a place where like it just wasn't worth fighting anymore, and then they just kind of forgot about it, and then over the generations like they've kind of they live amongst each other now.
Cohabitation.
Yes. He's a human doctor and he treats monsters.
Okay.
And his assistant, but she's not really an assistant because she's also a doctor, but she's like a snake girl.
Like his partner?
Yeah, I guess it'd be more of his partner. She acts like an assistant, but they have the same credentials. She's like in love with him to the point where she's like super jealous if he's even like talking to another girl.
Of course.
And she's like this snake woman. She's a snake, basically.
Okay.
She's like a Yuan-ti.
One of my favorite character arcs in One Piece is Boa Hancock. She's like Medusa, essentially. Like she had like the love fruit or whatever, so like anyone of the opposite gender, if like she can like turn them into stone, and like they immediately like fall in love with her. And so of course Luffy is like asexual, so he's just is like I don't care. And so then she's like just gets like wet for Luffy.
Oh dude, I meant to tell you too, speaking of Luffy.
Yeah.
The other day I saw one of those, you know, those memes, those things that people post where
I've seen memes, yeah.
Build your squad and like here's your budget and here are your choices. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, this one was anime, but Luffy was $3. You had $25 budget.
Luffy.
And then it was
I'll just take like 8 Luffys then.
There was a set of $1, $2, $3, $4, and $5, and Luffy was $3.
Stupid.
And I was like, Luffy is not, dude. Deku was 2.
They're fucking up.
This is all kinds of fucking wrong. Well, because like Thanos was at the top. I think the top was like Goku, Superman.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
Thanos.
Sure, I guess. But like,
fuck the noise, dude. Just give me Goku and Deku and Luffy and keep the change, and I'm fine.
Yeah, nobody's coming near
like
you.
The idea is that the ones that you pick will defend you from the others.
Yeah, still.
So yeah, I know.
Yeah. Actually, I was really excited because like with One Piece being back, and they're really doing a great job with it lately. And I remember thinking about it because I was like, you know, it's been a minute since we've had like I forget the exact term for it, but there's like when like a studio busts their nut on like one particular scene, and the scene is like all of a sudden the animation quality goes up an extra tick.
Yeah.
And it gets like crazy pretty to look at. Like it gets really like intricate. I was like, it's been a minute since I've had one of those in One Piece. And then like it had Zoro show up, and so then there was a moment with Zoro in today's episode, and I was like, oh, that's my favorite guy. Like he's just got his 2 swords like running around in the snow, like just it's so good.
That's cool.
But yeah, I've got One Piece, Black Clover's back, Fire Force is back,
I gotta catch up.
ReZero's back, Food Wars is back, which I was not expecting, and I'm so happy about.
I started Food Wars.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, you know what I really like about it, and I've only watched the first episode.
Oh, that is the show.
But I'm down for more.
Yeah, that is the show.
The thing that I really like about it is that it really leans into, it knows what it is.
Yeah.
Which is refreshing. But I mean, I think that's kind of the case with all anime. There's a level of we know what they're doing. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you about Monster Girl Doctor. Like it's a bit ecchi.
Yeah.
But not in a way that makes him the creep. Just
right, all
in
the girls
general.
around him
Like, well, the opening scene is him like fondling this Minotaur girl's breasts, and so
Nice.
like they give you like no real context at first. Like she's
Human
just
up
like
top, but horseware counts.
yeah, she's just like making sounds, and then it's like behind this curtain, and then you see him like what initially looks like he's feeling her up, and then he says something like, or maybe he's in the zone and the snake,
All right, you don't have to
snake
answer.
girl says something, but yeah, it was something like, oh well, no, he finds out that she's pregnant. That's what it is, and he's like, congratulations, you're expecting, and then it's like, oh, he's the doctor. And so, but then there are moments where like there's in the first episode there's this the main monster or creature that he treats is a centaur, and she's like this badass centaur warrior, and she's from like a prominent family, and she's been blowing it lately in competitions. She's lost like the last 10 matches in the arena because he gets called up by his original trainer, Dr. Cthulhu.
Nice.
But he gets called up to the arena to do physicals for everybody. And then while he's there, he meets the centaur, and he has to...
I named a cat Cthulhu.
He finds out...
Little Lulu.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's my little Lulu.
He found out that the reason that she was fucking up was that her hooves were unbalanced because she wasn't shoed. And he was like, well, all your friends are shoed. Like, this is the problem. This is what's going to fix it. So he has to shoe her, which is like, she's being a baby about it because, like, it doesn't hurt. But she's, like, freaking out because he's got, like, this shit that's going to cut her foot. And, like, they're going to put this hot branded iron onto her and stuff. So she's making a big fuss. And the snake girl, like, puts her tail in her mouth. And so like there's this whole like segment of the tail like wrapping up around her and like going into her mouth, and I was just like,
that's about right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, when Eccleston was like, you should watch Food Wars, and I was like, I'm down for Eccleston, and then my other friend Jacob have never really steered me wrong when it comes to like anime recommendations.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And he was like, it's a little edgy. And I was like, I'm okay with like a little edgy here and there. Like, it's fine. As long as it's not like High School of the Dead, where it's just like that is the predominant theme of it.
Yeah.
Literally less than 3 minutes in, there's a girl getting like groped by tentacles covered in peanut butter, and I was like,
yeah,
a little. It never loses that charm where it's just like,
oh
it's
my
just
God.
Constantly like.
Well, one of the things that I did appreciate in terms of it recognizing what it is how much is
fun.
put into him putting his headband on.
Oh yeah,
because that is satisfying as somebody who likes that kind of Asta smashing somebody up against the wall kind of shit.
Yeah,
that is just
when you
like,
see him take the headband off, and then also when he says is like, I hope you enjoy the food or whatever at the end, like after he presents the plate, that never changes. It's just a fun show. Like if you like the Food Network and you like anime, you'll
I was
like
thinking
Food
today
Wars.
I would love to see an anime that is presented like a reality show.
They have those.
I want to watch those.
There's actually one that you might like. I forget the actual title of it, but the idea is I'll have to get the name because I think you'll like it quite a bit. There's a bunch of different streamers who get invited to play this game, and then they get summoned to another like location, and then it's like a fully streamed event, and it's like just like Survivor. There's a bunch of different streamers that
somebody listening is going crazy right now
because they know
like,
the name of it.
It'll be in the comments.
But it's like I think there's only like 12 episodes. But yeah, it's like they get transported to this island, and of course like all of the different streamers, like their personality style in the games that they play. Like the one girl who plays horror games is like a huge scaredy cat, like
that's
stuff
cute.
like that. So like they have their different personality quirks and stuff, and they're trying to figure out like what the fuck is going on because they've been like they just like clicked yes like to accept like the streaming invitation or whatever, and then they just got like sucked into this other world, and they're just being broadcast to a gigantic audience.
That's
and
cool.
like the more people that watch by the end of the episode, the better they've done, so the more reward they get for it.
That's cool.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I would like that.
We Select Few or something like that. I forget the name of it.
Black Clover.
Black Clover's great.
Mars just... Spoiler alert, Mars...
It's been like 2 years since that shit's gone down.
Yeah, but you're talking to somebody who's like not even halfway through it yet.
I know. Oh, just wait. It ramps up.
They do a really good job of making you care about the characters.
Yeah.
And just like really falling in love with them. Like, I love Charmy so much.
Oh, yeah.
She just makes my heart smile every time she's on screen. And then like most recently... it was when they were defending the Black Bull's hideout from the assassin girl, who you later find out is like actually a defector. The Fanzel's.
You're talking about the
Fanzel's. Is it Fanzel or Frazel?
Are you talking about the girl that wants to do studies on Asta?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm far. I've made more progress than I typically do from the last time we spoke.
Nice.
Because I watched like 10 episodes today. I'm done with season 1. I just started episode 62.
Okay. Yeah, you're about a third of the way through.
So Mars just got Fauna back.
Fauna, yeah.
But before then, when the assassin girl is there to kill Fonzel.
Fonzel. Who the hell's Fonzel? I don't remember the name Fonzel.
Fonzel Kruger.
Is that the person that's assassin?
He was the guy who trained Asta in how to use the sword.
Oh, duh. Okay, yeah. I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Immediately, yeah.
That guy.
They don't show back up, so.
So when the assassin was trying to kill him, when he was at the Black Bull's hideout, and they just like defend the shit out of it, it's so cool. Like everybody gets to flex.
Yeah.
And Charmy's like, no one will lay a finger on my food.
Yeah.
It's just the best.
Oh, yeah.
And then
wait till someone like destroys the crops near the Black Bull's hideout, and she just like.
Oh, I would
loses
imagine.
it. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? I've been raising that food.
I really like I like Vanessa. You know, the thing that I like about anime in general that I'm discovering is that like everybody gets a journey. Yeah. Everybody gets to tell their story, even as innocuous as a character as they might seem.
Like Charmy.
Yeah, or like Vanessa, like when, you know, because they've gone now back to the witches forest, and it's like you really get more of a feel for what's going on, and like
she was stuck in that cage.
And I also really like the story decision of not revealing the background of Fauna and that whole story until after Veto was already killed.
Yes.
Because I feel like I feel like they made you really, really, really hate Veto and be really, really happy that he's dead.
Kind of.
And then later when you find out the story, it's like, oh.
Yeah, they do a lot of that.
There's a lot of light bulb moments.
Yeah, I mean, even like with Mars and Fauna.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Which
like,
I know, and thinking back, I'm like...
Of course.
Right.
Like, how did I not put that together?
Yeah, I'd never... Well, because so much is happening. That's another really clever thing that they do, is that they keep you interested in so many different plot points that it's easy to forget stuff like that, and so it allows for you to be surprised later. I forgot the
guy that was teaching Asta how to do sword fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird, too. Like, I've noticed that...
So where you're at right now, he's got the curse on his arms, right?
No. The witch already took it off. Okay. She had to. They forced her hand basically because she didn't have a choice, because they were getting attacked by Mars and the Diamond Kingdom on
Mars.
one end. And, it was Mars and Lagos. Lagos. And I still don't know what's happened with him.
Okay.
Because they've only resolved the Fauna situation. He's still on the way.
Listen. Remember when I was talking earlier about, like, you know those moments where, like, they just, like, bust their nut on the animation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good news. That makes me happy.
I think it's like 67 or 68.
And
it comes out of fucking nowhere, and you're just like, oh my god.
Asta's just too lovable. Dude, I was pretty blown back when he fucking cut the dragon in half. The fucking, what did he call it?
The spirit?
Bull spear? Or bull thrust.
Yeah.
Bull thrust.
No.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was so, he was like, I already got it figured out.
I got
Special move. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, you don't even cast magic. He's like, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to fucking fly at that thing as hard as possible with both of my swords straight out in front of me.
Yeah.
And Vanessa's like, okay.
Sure,
well, I'll just
it.
make you a slingshot.
Yeah.
And he just fucking, I mean, it's shooting fire at him, and he's just going through it.
Yeah.
And as he's going through it, collecting mana in the one sword.
Yeah.
And so he just like, it just feels so good when he just like cuts through, and then there's like the silhouette of it just fucking in half.
Yeah.
Like he did to the dragon what Yami did to Veto.
Yeah.
It was just like, what the fuck, dude?
He gets another one called Black Meteorite.
Oh no.
You'll like it. Trust, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure that I will. It's been really good so far, and I'm happy to keep watching it. And Monster Girl Doctor.
I feel like
the second episode actually just came out. It's funny because I watched it last night, and then today episode 2 was up, so I was like, yay.
Oh, dude, that's how I felt about God of High School.
Yeah.
It was like I watched the first episode, and then it was like the next episode comes out tomorrow, and I was like,
yeah, that was really cool. And now what I need to do is kind of what I do with my podcast and coordinate like what comes out on what day. What are you doing with
podcasts now now that your boy's been canceled?
I have other podcasts. Actually, I've kind of whittled it down to like really all that I listen to now is like Tiger Belly podcast. Tiger Belly with Bobby Lee. Your Mom's House with Segura and Christina P. I do listen to the Dr. Drew After Dark show. because he's
Two
usually
bears, one cave.
yeah. I listen to Two Bears, One Cave, and I listen to Bad Friends. Bad Friends is really good too.
Yeah.
Bobby and Santino. And then other than that, it's the Game Grumps, and I've been watching a lot of Good Mythical Morning lately.
It's good stuff,
I
man.
gotta say, it's you know what it is.
It's good background
like,
shit.
It's not only that, but it's like it's just very wholesome. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, is another thing I really like about anime. Is like even in the dark stuff, there's a lot of wholesome humanity to be found in anime.
Yeah, there's always like, you know, even I think in that regard, I know I've been saying it for a while now, but like ReZero is one you should really watch because it has a lot of like really, really dark moments, like surprisingly dark moments. Like he'll just like there's like a point where, because like it turns the isekai genre on its head, where it's like, oh, his special power is like once he dies he can come back to like a save point. And it's like he still dies. So like in the first episode, he gets like disemboweled by this chick, and then he's got to like spend the next episode trying to figure out like, okay, how do I not get disemboweled by that girl again? Following the same like, so it's a lot of like him going through something like really drastically bad, and then having to like come back. No one knows what he's talking about. He can't speak about it to anybody, and so he just kind of has to try to wiggle his way around to figure out how to get forward. And like
That's cool.
It's really good.
Dude, how about this? When we're talking about anime, the time goes by really fast.
I know.
We just change this whole thing and just make it nothing but anime.
Yeah.
We just talk anime
Dude, I've got
All
a lot
anime.
I got a lot of takes on anime.
all the time. No, because Thursdays we're going to talk about D&D.
I think D&D and games in general would be fun.
D&D and nerdy shit.
Yeah.
Follow us at No Big Banana on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Send us emails at nobanana@gmail.com. And I really want to make
quiet. I really want to make an email that's just like fuck that bell at nobigbanana.com.
It's probably taken.
Fuck that bell at nobigbanana.com.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. But we don't have a nobigbanana.com, or do we?
We might.
Do I own nobigbanana.com?
Don't fucking say it out loud, because then someone's gonna take it from under us.
I think I do.
Fuck that bell.